Doesn't look too happy to see us. The one over the gun's bigger than him. The gun's bigger than him. He didn't look happy to see us, but hey yo. Guys, taking our rights back again. I'm out in News Now, Yorkshire, and we found ourselves today at look at that beautiful waterfall. But if I show you the funky building, would you know where we are by that? If not, let me show you guys. Also, what you should see, what else I've found, I'm going to show you. So that there we are, Embassy of the United States of America. And you should see what else I've found for you. Let me show you. Let me see.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And if we look up there, I am gonna zoom in for you. We've got a sky pool. Very nice, very nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause and come back to you. There we've got the flag. Doesn't look too happy to see us. The one over the gun's bigger than him. The gun's bigger than him. He didn't look happy to see us, but hey yo. Keep them guns pointed to the floor, please. Come back to yous. So that yellow dot there, I believe, is to we'll ask. See if they answer us. Morning, chaps.
How we doing?
I'm okay. Yourself?
Yeah, all good. How are you? Right?
Yeah. See your red van?
Yeah.
The yellow sticker?
Yep. Yellow and blue. Yeah.
No, the yellow sticker in the back window.
Yep.
What's it for? What does it represent?
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
I believe I do, but
Oh, what do you think it is?
I believe it's to show that it's armed, or it carries armed response.
Spot on. Yeah. Spot on.
When you know, eh?
Yeah. You know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go any further. Than
You've
that.
left your radio there, sir.
Mate, hello, mate. You can't go any further than that. Sorry.
I'm not going in, sir.
No, you can't go any further than just that. I don't want you to go through there because it's the car park for the American Embassy. Okay.
Yeah, but we can see from the gate anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see all this. To
That's
be
fine.
fair,
Oh,
sir.
absolutely fine.
Anyway, can I just have your number, please?
You can have my number. Of course, you can have my number. What do you want my number for? It's there.
I'm dyslexic. Sorry.
Okay.
So would you tell me?
There it is.
I'm dyslexic.
2397.
Thank you. And yourself, sir?
2405, buddy.
Pardon?
2405.
Thank you. And where are you based?
Where are we based? Fulham. Fulham's our police station. It's
Fulham.
It's a quiet nick there.
What are you here for today?
And yourself?
Same.
Fulham.
Yeah, what are you here for?
So all this, I believe you can get all this on Google
Probably, yeah.
Earth. So what would the arm of me just looking with me
Well,
phone?
this is the footprint of the US Embassy. We're armed guards for it. If we just let you wander out, we wouldn't be doing our job very well, would we?
Yeah.
So
Well-
you're more than welcome to look at a Google
You're
Maps.
more than welcome to have a stand out here. That's absolutely. We're not stopping you. What I'm saying is, just don't want you to go inside the embassy.
No, we're not going
Yeah,
inside the
obviously there's Americans
embassy.
in there, there's-
So I
yeah.
can stand here. Yeah.
Where you
This
are,
is
yeah.
part of the footprint of the
This is
US
all part of
Embassy.
it.
Right.
This part here.
Right.
Okay.
There's no signs to say that though, is there? And it's all publicly accessible, I'd say. What if you were stood in there now and I'd seen something happening now? No, what I'm saying to you. No, listen, that's why I'm trying to be reasonable.
Exactly. So I'm having a reasonable chat. I'm just saying.
I'm a bit hard of hearing, and that's why I speak a bit.
No, it's not a
So
problem,
let's
that's not a
just
problem.
let me tell you
So I'm
that.
just having a little chat with you. I'm just saying where the boundary is and where I don't want you to go. And that's a reasonable request, is it not?
Yeah, so I want to be reasonable and have a
Yeah.
reasonable conversation
Exactly,
back with you.
that's
So
what
what I want to say, right, is say you were in your cabin there.
Yeah,
and
we don't go in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or for whatever reason that you haven't seen something happen there. Member of the public say, is there yourself, I come here, you're on here, I need to come and get your attention.
Yeah, if you need us, we're here for you, aren't we?
That's what I'm saying. So,
exactly.
so if I needed to be on here now to like inform you that a member of the public say there
Is
yourself.
that you need me?
Well, no, I'm
Right,
giving you an
yeah.
example.
Yeah.
So, You know.
Yeah, I mean, if you need the use of firearms officers, then obviously something quite serious is going on.
Well,
So
it wouldn't be
we have to-
firearms. It wouldn't be.
because it is,
It
isn't
wouldn't be a case of needing firearms. What it'd be a case of is someone's just been run over, or they need some medical attention.
understandable.
You'd be.
Unfortunately, we have to stay here. We
But-
can't leave here due to any reason whatsoever. We
No,
have to stay here.
even if
No,
you. What about if
we're
you
un-
seen?
We're unable to. We're unable to.
But you'd get on your
Basically,
radio.
Sorry.
So if you seen an accident happen there,
We
you
put
just
it
get
up
on
to
your
a local unit to come by and
yeah.
deal with it because we have to protect this. That's our main priority.
So
It could be a distraction attack where we go over there and then
Right.
someone comes here and tries to attack the building.
So what
we
if
can't leave.
what if though you did see and it was like you seen it with your own eyes and it was a proper accident? You could see someone was dying.
Well, if they're
Of course, we've
dying,
got
of course,
priorities
that's,
to
that's,
take,
that's
haven't we?
slightly different.
Yeah, you would then you'd leave one ear and you'd maybe get
Potentially, we've
yeah.
got 2 other officers as well walking around.
Yeah, I know.
so
We've
we
just
can
seen him. He didn't look too
continue
happy. One of them to see us. If
yeah.
I'm happy,
So,
if I'm honest.
So, you know, it's one of those things. We've got to play things as they come in this job.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, we're here.
Yeah.
There's no issue.
Yeah.
We can't let anyone wander around the MC.
No, I don't want to.
Check out.
All I want to do, right, is I just wanted to stand there like
Well-
that, like that. That's all, sir. That's all. There's no harm in that.
You walking around London, you here for the Jubilee, you doing all that sort of stuff? Are you going
Well,
up
we're
there,
just at the moment. I'm just there, talking to you chaps, really.
What for?
It's a bit of a funky building, if I'm honest.
It's a
That's
really
what
funky
drew.
building, isn't it?
That's what
Yeah,
drew my
it's awesome,
attention.
though. It
It's
draws a
really
lot of
good
attention from all over the country. There's a lot of people come down just to see it.
Yeah,
Architects and
yeah,
all.
yeah,
It's a good building.
yeah. So have you been inside and all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Haven't you got no armed response in there?
No, well, you've got US security guards in there.
Right. So what I'd say, right, this is the US. So
It is, yeah.
do you know anything about the US and First Amendment kind of stuff?
Not massively. No.
So what it is, them guys in there, the Americans would know about First Amendment stuff.
I'm sure they would.
You know,
I'm sure they would, yeah.
we have the same kind of rights over here. Maybe it's not called First Amendment, but
Potentially, yeah, potentially.
you know, what's the red sticker for, sir? On your
Sticker.
on your firearm?
Just the number of it.
Yeah. Oh, is that like your serial number?
Just the number of the gun, yeah. That's it.
So like a serial
Nothing
number.
special, honestly.
Oh, so I've
nothing
even
special.
noticed your magazine there. It's even got 201 to go. All
They're all
right.
matched up. So
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
tell
yeah.
What rounds we've got and make
Yeah,
sure that
yeah.
we're coming back with the right amount of rounds and everything.
Yeah. So you've never had to use your firearms, have you?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, you never
You're
know.
open
You
to.
never know.
You're
You
open
never
to.
know. You never know. I'm not going to say it will never happen. Hopefully it doesn't. But you
Yeah,
never know.
yeah,
You never know.
yeah. So your radio there, that's what drew me. That's what brought me over here. Is your radio? Just didn't want you to leave it.
No, that's okay. As I said, this is sort of our area, so we leave it here so we can listen in for anything that's going on inside the MC. That's what it is.
Ah,
None of
right.
the
So that's
public
for the
can come
MC
up
and that's
here.
for you.
Exactly. So not many members of the public come up here, so we leave it here.
This
because-
isn't the public entrance.
Yeah,
The
this
public
isn't the
entrance
public
is the
way.
next one round.
All
You
right.
walk past. That's where all the public go. That's where all the inquiries are. Probably see on the other side. There's another window for all your inquiries. like
Yeah,
if you want to
yeah.
talk to anyone in the embassy.
So
or anything like
basically,
that.
guys, right? Let's say this, right?
Go on.
Use for whatever reason. I've got it, right? I'm stood here. I've been round the building. I've been videoing. You know I've been videoing. I have a conversation with you, basically about my rights, and then you section 43 me. Would you say that's a lawful use of section 43? That scenario, because it happened here the other day.
Did it? I don't know what happened the other day.
Very
so
unlawful.
I can't say what's happening at the moment. No issue with what you're doing.
No, I know I'm not,
I have
and
no,
you
no
know,
dramas with it whatsoever.
good.
You know, you're
and
a
that's the
sound
way,
chap.
yeah, and that's the way it should be. But what it is,
This is why we're asking you
It's-
if you needed us, you wanted to speak to us, or anyone you speak to here, what you're doing around London
Happy
today,
to
you're here
answer
for
questions.
Jubilee and things like that.
Well-
it's a reasonable request. What we were asking you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
chatting away. There's no
yeah.
issue. So
But if I didn't answer you, would that be reasonable?
it depends what you're here for, what you've got, what you're looking at, where you're trying to get into, doesn't it? You know. That's why you're asking the questions.
Yeah,
You
but
know
I'm
exactly
saying-
what your behaviour is, and it raises different suspicions of different things, doesn't it? And that'll prompt things for us to, see why we're going to talk to you, what questions we'd ask, and where we go with that. It
Yeah.
all depends on what you are, but you're
So-
being reasonable. You're not.
So what I'm saying to you, sir, is
No,
you're right.
You will.
Yeah.
Take care.
I believe you will be aware of what happened to you a few days ago. Was it the 1st of June? I believe it was the 1st of
where,
June.
sorry?
The 1st of June, I believe it. Well, no, I believe it was the 30th of May. Actually, it was the 30th of May. One of your colleagues, Asian guy, stampled all over a colleague of mine's rights. And what's that going to do is it's going to bring people like me here, who's going to be in your hair. Because
I have no idea what happened the other
let's
day.
face
I
it.
have
What happened the
no
other day?
clue.
Tell me what happened the other
No
day.
clue.
Let's face it, you don't want us here really.
Do you know what? So I'll be honest with you. I stand out here for 6 hours a day. I'm more than happy to talk
To have a
someone.
conversation.
It's no problem to me.
It passes the time.
It does pass the time. He bores me. So it's good to speak to someone else.
So, Okay,
I mean, if you're here, obviously you want to know answers and you want to speak to us. We're all reasonable adults, aren't we? I'm not.
I tell you what I'm here for. I just want to
I don't know
stay.
what happened the other day. I wasn't on the other day here.
Yeah, I just want to stay within the boundaries of the law. That's my intentions.
And that's perfect, isn't it? It's exactly what when you asked the question and what I said. As long as you're within all the boundaries and things, and you're not going to raise suspicion, you're not trying to do anything, then you're not going to get any kind of reaction from us, are you? You understand that, don't you? That's what we're saying.
So what happened the other day is exactly the same. A colleague of ours had walked around, I believe, the perimeter. He'd already been at the gate and videoed through the gate, I believe. He came here to armed response, approached him, having a bit of a conversation, and the attitude, shall we say, and I was always taught, treat people and speak to people the way they speak to you.
Exactly what I said to you there.
Yeah, so he wasn't spoke to very well,
Yeah.
which prompted him to speak the way he did, and they decided to misuse and abuse legislation, namely Section 43. It will cost the Chief Constable a lot of money, that,
Yeah.
See, unfortunately, fortunately for us, unfortunately for you guys, we know our rights, we know the law inside out. Probably, I dare say, better than yous sometimes.
Sometimes people do. We've got a lot to learn and a lot to know, haven't we? It's
Yeah.
a very, very broad spectrum.
Yeah, there's quite many police constables, sergeants, even inspectors that I've come across where I've knew the law better than them, and then that prompts me to think, if these are the people upholding the law, what chance have we got if a normal, whatever normal is, member of the public knows more than an inspector? Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they were having a back and forth conversation like this, and then all of a sudden, the Asian guy, quite shy and timid, I'd say he was, but had an attitude, and Section 43'd him. And the funny part about Section 43, well, this time, is he wanted to look at his phone, didn't search person, and just, and then allowed him to be going in his pockets. He believes he's a terrorist, and he's allowing him to go in his pockets to get a vape. Obviously his attention's on the guy's phone now. He could have been pulling anything out and doing anything, so basically he didn't suspect him of being anything to do with terrorists. He just used that legislation to basically get what he wanted.
Like I say, we went on the other day, we don't know what happened.
So you don't talk amongst each others?
We're different teams, different places, we do different places, we're not always here.
So the guys who were based here, like you are from Fulham. Everyone who's here, are they all based from Fulham? No.
Not all the time necessarily. We cover a large spate of embassies and sort of diplomatic premises. So
right.
It really depends. I might not even ever work with the guy that you just talked about.
Right.
Sometimes,
you know our department, obviously, if you're going around there, you know who we are and what we do, so you know our department's quite a big department, and we do various different buildings, don't we? We're all over London, you clearly know that.
Yeah.
So you know that obviously we probably don't work with the same people all the time, and so we don't always, it's obviously a busy week at the moment with the Jubilee, we're posted all over the place and stuff like that, so so we haven't heard what happened the other day, but obviously that's what you're
there's many thousands of views, many thousands of people have seen that video, and it doesn't give views, because you're wearing that uniform, it doesn't give views, it's not a very good look for you, and then it breaks that bridge, doesn't it? And I'm sure you'll agree that there is a bridge that does need building.
Of course, that's why when I first started chatting to you, I said let's be reasonable, and it's obvious you know exactly what, who we are and what we're about, and that's why I said we'll have a good chat.
And what powers you've got and what powers you haven't got, and
like you said, you've studied it well, and you're well aware of it all, aren't you? So,
Yeah. And that's it. So every time someone like me and my colleagues stood here now in front of us, then whoever's on duty has got that perfect opportunity to start helping building that bridge.
Yeah, of course
but the other day, unfortunately,
fully agree.
I believe he took a hand grenade out and just blew that bridge to smithereens.
I'm 100% with you on that. 100%. Yeah, that's what it's all about, building bridges, isn't it? Of course it is. Of course
Unfortunately, all police constables, sergeants, inspectors, even up the superintendents I've dealt with, don't have the same thought process as yourself. And then it makes it harder for the likes of you.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I dare say we won't be the last people you'll see down here. Maybe it's not today, but I believe you'll be getting visited after that. I'm sure you know what we do and where this kind of stuff goes.
A lot going around at the moment,
and hopefully we can all have the same chat that we've had, and we can all be reasonable.
Hopefully, yeah. Touch wood, because that's what I'd like. I don't want to stand here and argue or be rude. I'd rather stand here and have a civil conversation, Unfortunately, when this kind of stuff started first, it was like, you weren't seeing these kind of interactions. It was like, boom, and basically for whatever reason, you just didn't realise that we know what we know. And then not only that, you've been getting sued, not only the Met, but police forces up and down the country are getting sued left, right and centre. All because of, you know, and like I've just said to you, once I'm stood in front of you with a camera, got the perfect opportunity. You dictate the way this interaction's going to go. You know, but I had to come here and just make me point that I want a video of you.
Fine, mate, you're absolutely right. Yeah,
you know,
it can be caught on Google Maps, so you're absolutely right with that.
That's it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
There's no point us stopping you filming it.
Well,
Some
listen.
people might not like it, but there's...
Listen, I'm going to leave you in peace. Thanks for being polite.
No worries, dude.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Right,
See you
stay
later,
safe.
okay?
Stay safe, guys. Thank you.
All the best.
All the best. Thank you very much. So guys, if I can't even think of the guy's name, but I will leave the link in there, just down there, I'll leave the link to that video for you. And go and check it out. It wasn't, the interaction was totally different, unlawful, even the way they spoke to the guy. But yeah, that's for you, bruv, that's for you. I'm going to pause for now though. Well, I'm going to have a look through this gate actually. Just I had to get at that point there where they didn't want me to go, and that's why you got section 43'd, you know. They were quite alright then, weren't they?
Yeah.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So what I'm going to do, me and NMY, we're going to split, we're going to bounce, and catch us all on the rebound. Until then guys, please stay safe and be lucky. I will put the guys' link to the video that I was on about there with them constables. I'll leave the down there. Okay guys, respect.